Good evening, everybody. Today I am taking a class regarding how to create constraints and truncate in MySQL. Today is my class 3 of MySQL. My name is Zuzan. I am a computer faculty of Microsoft Computer Center, Tumkur. Now I will first go to MySQL. Okay. Now I will type the password is set already. Okay. Now if you take any of the SQL statement, first you have to create database. Now database is a collection of tables. You say create then you say database. All the database name, suppose you can give any name, suppose www, whatever name you want you can give. Okay. Suppose you say create database spelling mistake. Okay, database name. Okay. Database name usually it will be company name. Okay. Now next what I will do. Now if you want to see the list of databases, you say show, then you say databases. Okay. Now if you want to select a particular database, you say use. Now what that company name I given www. Okay. Now what I will do. Now if you want to create a table inside database, because database is a collection of tables, you say create table name. For the table name I say emp1. Then I will say employee number, comma. Okay. I will say employee number, I will say int, comma employee cell. Okay. I will say int. Okay. Now what I will do, close the bracket. Int for represent numeric numbers. Okay. Now then what, if you want to insert the record, you want statement called insert into table name is what emp insert into, you say emp1 values. What are values given 1, comma, then you say some salary. Okay. Then you keep on adding. You can use up arrow keep adding and say employee number 2. Okay. Then you say salary, some salary. Okay. Now if you want to see, you say select from other table name emp1. But now actually I am using the SQL statement of truncate. See, truncate is for if you want to remove the record from the table, you say truncate table, what is the table name emp. Now the table is empty. If you want to check, you say select from what is the table name emp1. Now see, the table is empty. If you want to check, now table is there, records are not there. If you want to see the structure of the table, you say DSC table emp1. Structure is there, but the records are not there. Now suppose for me this table is not important, I want to remove it. For that you have one drop. You say drop table, what is the table name emp1. Now if you want to see whether the table is in the database or not, in the list of tables or not, you say show tables. Show, nothing is there, because only one table was there, no? That is removed. Okay. Now what I will do? Now I will show you how to use constraints. Actually constraints are used to restrict unwanted data for a given table. Okay. Now for that you are applying some rules and regulations. Now first I will teach regarding how to use null constraint. You say create table name, I will say emp2. Then you say employee number int, I will say null. Then I say comma employee name, I say varchar. Okay. Now I insert the record. I say insert. Okay, I say insert in table name. I say insert into. Now what is the table name emp2? I say values. Now what are the values? Suppose if I say null. Null means we take empty one. Null means we take empty spaces, blank spaces. Now I can apply blank spaces for this column, employee number column. Either null can be applied to any of the column. Then I say Nayas, close the bracket, semicolon. Okay. Again you can keep, if you want to keep another record, use up arrow key. Okay, again if I say, suppose I want to insert, you can insert the record. I say 2, then I say Somesh, something. Okay. Then again, suppose I will say again if you want to give employee like that, either you can give null or you can give it values. So I will say Ramesh. Now again if you want to give null value, you can give. Okay, I will say again null. So I will say Anil. Okay. If you want to see, you say select star from other table name emp2. Now see, now null is applied to Nayas and null is applied to Anil. Now in that null I want to enter some employee numbers later. Now later if you want to enter, if you want to enter later, if you want to enter the values, for that you have to use an SQL statement for update. Say update What is the table name? EMP2. Then you say set to which column you want to update. You say EMP number is equal to I want to update for first record. You say where. To which column referring? To which column you want to refer? You say E name is equal to suppose I say Nayas. Now it's updated to Nayas. Now if you want to check, you say select star from table name. Now see it's updated. Now suppose the same thing like that. First it can declare null empty, then that particular row can be updated later. Okay, by using this update statement. See, this is use of null. So once again let's show. Suppose I want to update for Anil. Again same thing you say. You say again you say update table EMP2. Then you say set. So I want to update for Nali. You say employee number is equal to that record number is what 4. Then you say where is for referring the which column, next column you want to refer. Where is the class? Where let's say E name is equal to, if I say Anil, what will happen? Now that particular record code will be updated to Anil. Okay. Always for RTR codes. If you want to check, you say select star from table name. Table name is what? EMP2. Okay. See, this is the use of null and update. Next I'll show you how to use not null. Actually, what is the use of not null? Not null means which does not allow null values. Which does not allow empty or blank spaces. Okay. It take only with values. Okay. For that, first I create a table. I say create table. What is the table name? Suppose I say EMP3. Now I'll say employee number. I'll say int. Now I'll say not null. Not null, comma. I'll say employee. And then I'll say int. Okay. Now what I'll do? I'll insert the record. I'll say insert into what is the table name? Table name is EMP3. Then I'll say values. Now I'll say what? Employee number. Suppose I'll say 1, comma salary. Some salary I'll give. Okay. Now I'll take. Now same thing. Now forcibly if I want to apply null values for that which field employee number, it will not take, because I have declared as not null. Not null constraint will not take null values. Null value means it will not take empty spaces. It take with the field values. Okay, with the values. Now suppose same thing if I enter some other value, it take. Okay. Suppose if I say 3, and again if I say some salary, it will take. Okay. Like. Okay. Once again let's show. 4, some value it take. Okay. Now again if I say null, it will not take. Suppose if I want, first if we want to give as null, it will not take. Okay, that is the use of not. If you want to see, you say select star from our table name employee 3. So that's the meaning of this. Okay, now I thought what is null and what is not null. Next I teach you what is regarding the check constraint. How to use check constraint. Say create a table name EMP what 4. Okay, here I'll say employee number int, comma I'll say employee salary. Okay, I'll say int. Then I'll say check. I apply check constraint for salary. Then I'll say employee salary. I'll say greater than 1000. You can apply any condition. Either you can say less than or greater than. Then close the bracket. Then you say semicolon. Now I applied check constraint to which column? Salary column. So that now here what is doing? I cannot enter the employee. I cannot enter the salary below 1000. I have to enter above. Now I'll insert the record. Insert into table name EMP4. Then I'll say values. Now observe here. Now say employee number 1. Suppose if I forcibly I want to give the salary as 500, it will not take, because I have given the salary below 5000. My condition above 1000. Now same thing. Suppose if I say 1001, it will take. Above 1000 it will take. Okay. Above 1000 whatever if I give it. Okay. That's why it means again I want to restrict. I want to restrict the data, unwanted data to be entered inside the table. That is the use of this constraint. Now if you want to say, you say select star from other table name EMP4. Okay. EMP4. Next is what? Next I teach you primary key. Actually, what is primary key? Primary key is a constraint which does not allow duplicate values. Say create table. Other table name, I'll say EMP5. Okay. Then I'll say employee number int. Okay. Then here I'll say primary key. Usually primary key is attached to IDs, because ID will not be duplicate. ID will be unique, but names may be duplicate. Okay, like that. Okay, I'll say employee name. I'll say mark. Then give some size. Okay. Now the primary key is applied. I can attach primary key to any of the column. Primary